I can hear you.
No, I know. Oh, hey, I'm still up.
Yeah, you're up. I don't know I don't know what happened to my webcam.
I'm still here, guys. Hey.
But yeah,
I
sorry
may
about
have
that,
lost my
guys.
voice a bit,
I
but I mean-
switched my main display back over to my main display, and it freaked the fuck out.
Yo, this song is awesome, though.
Yeah? Like, how awesome is it?
I like it. I like this music. All right, well, what was the third game they talked about?
Battlefield?
No. Battle. They did 3 Star Wars games: Galaxy of War, Battlefront,
Oh,
and
Night of the Republic.
why do they talk about Knights? Oh, the MMO.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even put that together. I couldn't care less. That game's been dead for a while.
I enjoyed that game. That was a very fun
Oh,
game.
I enjoyed the hell out of that game, but it is dead right now.
I don't know what's going on with my webcam. Did I open 2 OBSs? No.
Is it going to be just me?
For a minute, yeah.
What up, guys? It's just me. I'm the face of No Pants Required right now.
You
What
wishes.
This is the face they're going to get right here. Or how about I give Magnum?
Alright, let me...
Or how about Blue Steel?
When you did that, I literally just zoomed in on your face. Alright, one moment, guys. Oh, God. Every time I back up in this chair, I get so scared I'm going to run over my cat.
Oh!
Because he likes to lay right behind me when I'm, like, doing this. And so he just, like... Yeah. Alright, one sec. I gotta unplug and replug my fucking camera back in.
Alright, I'll keep talking. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Leo. I'm Armor919. You can catch me streaming once in a while, but I'm pretty busy this summer. Yeah, I'm pretty busy this summer, so you can catch me hosting Justin and or Jaws1321. Other than that, yo.
OBS,
E3,
please.
it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit, guys.
There we go.
Gonna be
I'm
some
back.
Oshwats.
Alright. Whoops,
Oh, there you
I keep
are.
fucking that up. I keep grabbing...
Yo, it's auto zooming. It's trying to face watch you.
What? Bum, bum, bum.
Song name: Brain Power by Noma.
But yeah, What are your predictions for...
Bethesda?
Yeah.
I have 3. 3 that I think are so easy. They're kind of softballs that just go across the plate and I just home run.
Okay.
Such easy ones.
Shoot.
First thing they say. Well, obviously they greet everybody. They come out. They're like, "Hey!" They take a victory lap, for some sorts, and they say, "Doom has been selling phenomenally." They show some numbers for what Doom sold. They tell you why it's amazing, and then they talk about the first DLC for Doom. Next, they talk about the next. Oh, this isn't not in this order. I think Doom will be the first one talked about, though. My second prediction is that Fallout's next DLC, which is Wasteland Wanderer, I believe, or will be shown off a lot. And then my third prediction is, this is probably not going to happen, actually, at least a trailer for the next Skyrim or Elder Scrolls. At least a trailer. Or some teaser. Some teaser.
Sure that there is going to be.
You are sure?
I'm sure.
I mean, with the popularity of Fallout 4 and with the popularity and the will to get the next Elder Scrolls game, it only makes sense for at least a teaser. Like, even just like a black screen where it's like, ching ching, and like you hear the swords in the background against the shield, and then you hear a dragon, and all you think is like, oh my god, Elder Scrolls, and then it says Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Nearbeard or something. I don't know. That's my name. That's my name for it. Nearbeard.
Coming to you live. Nearbeard. 2017.
And then I want to say, if there is going to be a Skyrim thing, it's going to be late 2017. It's
going
to be with Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, seriously though.
Super.
Oh, was it Warcraft dropped the other day?
What's that?
The movie.
The movie? Oh, yeah. You just totally want to gloss over the Bethesda conference and talk about Warcraft? Do you not have anything you think about the Bethesda conference?
I think that they're gonna be the real first act of E3.
Oh man, hopefully.
I'm hoping that they don't
botch it,
fuck up as much as EA just did. I mean, I'll be honest, EA has never done very well.
No.
E3. They are probably one of the worst presenters. Maybe short of like.
I swear to God, you say PlayStation.
No, See, PlayStation and Xbox always do very well.
They always kill it. Yo, Shuhei Yoshida is my favorite.
And you know who I honestly think does probably better than PlayStation. Xbox just always, and this isn't because I'm more Xbox than PlayStation. This is quite honestly, Xbox has had a lot of experience with expos and all that kind of stuff. They are the number one in those kinds of reveals and all that kind of stuff.
They also don't have a PSX that they want to save some things for their core audience for, you know?
No, but they do their own expos as well. But they keep those for like developers and that kind of stuff. Nintendo, unfortunately,
kills it at Direct.
Fortunately, they're not going to be doing a big thing at E3 because they have Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
But Expo wise, if they
kill
didn't have Nintendo Direct, if they were still at E3, would absolutely destroy. They wouldn't
are a powerhouse.
They wouldn't get the attraction that they should get because of Xbox and Sony. But I can guarantee that their presentation would be better than Sony's. Hands down better.
Honestly, like while I don't disagree with you, I also don't agree. But it's just, because this is all opinion. But I do think Nintendo is a freaking powerhouse when it comes to their expos. They kill it with their Nintendo Directs, and they honestly own every E3 that they ever do anything big at. It gets you excited even for
I honestly think that's because they don't live on the console cycle.
No, but they need to change.
I mean, yeah, no, they definitely do.
I hope in my opinion, I want Virtual Console on my PlayStation 4. And I think that is the obvious next step for Nintendo if NX doesn't work.
A Virtual Console?
On my PS4.
Wait, what?
I'm not saying an NX Virtual Console. I'm saying Nintendo Virtual Console where you could play all the old games on the Wii, or you could just play Super Mario 3 on your Wii. I want that on my PlayStation 4. I want them to license it out to other people.
Oh,
I think that's the obvious next step.
There's no way that they're going to do that.
I think if it was possible, it would be with Sony and not Microsoft.
I don't know.
I mean, obviously Mr. Nintendo, sitting out there smoking his cigar, drinking his sake, is thinking hey, I have too much pride to go into other consoles. But honestly, the Wii U tanked so hard that he has to. The only thing keeping Nintendo up right now is the 3 and 2 DSs.
I mean, they don't need anything else.
But there is no other
handheld. There is no handheld other than Nintendo.
PS Vita.
They're not even close.
I know. Nobody likes the Vita. I don't know why. I love my Vita.
You're fucking broken. Um,
I also love my DS though.
yeah, the DS is phenomenal. It's a great device.
They've killed it handheld wise since like the freaking Game Boy.
Yeah, they have.
But like they just need to realize that maybe their home market isn't big anymore, and because PlayStation and Xbox are doing it better. So I think that they need to license out their games to maybe become a third party developer for other consoles. I could see that happening.
I can't. I honestly can't. I
I think
can't.
financially and business wise it makes sense, but obviously like in this world of like where they have so much pride that they will never do it, they won't.
Yes, and I think people are already kind of counting them out of the like the PlayStation race or the sorry, not PlayStation race, the console race. Because, you know, the last console they made, the Wii, even, they weren't that big. Their best console was debatably the GameCube console.
I would say GameCube. I would say GameCube because I mean, obviously with the Wii, you had that huge like everybody is waiting in line to get it for days because they just need it, but it didn't really deliver on games. Like you thought it would be a major one, but it wasn't. I'd say GameCube. I'd definitely go GameCube.
Yeah, 100% GameCube.
I mean, I couldn't play Rogue Squadron nearly as well on my Wii.
Oh no, I mean the only good thing about the Wii was
Motion, but that wasn't even fun.
that and the fact that you could
The
uh
Nintendo eShop. That's what I'm saying. Virtual console, bro.
yeah, they have that now, don't they?
Oh yeah, they always had that, but like it's just like, in my opinion, the Wii U was only good, or not the Wii U. The Wii was only good because of the Virtual Console.
I don't think the virtual console was even a thing until the Wii U, was it?
It was, but it was only at the end. I bought
Okay.
I bought Super Mario 3 like that was like my first purchase on the Wii actually.
All
It
right.
was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but what were you gonna say is the best part of this Wii?
Of the Wii was the backwards compatibility.
Oh, so you were gonna say the same thing as me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I think, cause like I remember like I bought a lot of games for it, but like that was at GameStop. That was like the first digital thing I've ever bought was like Super Mario 64 and Super Mario 3.
Yeah. But you know, who
Never
knows?
looked back.
We
Yeah, different talk for a different time. You know.
will definitely be doing a podcast that's definitely going to talk about Nintendo Direct. Um,
We'll have Nick for that because
will
like he
we?
can actually give a dependable answer for that.
Um, but no. So today is technically day
-1.
-1. So EA and Bethesda have their showcases. EA already had theirs. Bethesda is in 44 minutes. And then they have the E3 pre-show.
What's that?
Like that's like the Twitch like the pre-show. Like
So
they're
like
not
there's the E3 show, and then there's the
No, no,
another
no.
channel.
We're not even at E3 yet. This isn't even E3 yet. This is like the pre E3.
It's amazing.
Like this is the like they open to the developers right now and then to the like to the floor after this tomorrow they open the floor. Like why?
You know what I don't understand? Like this scheduling is so stupid. Why not just call it like you can call this one with Bethesda and E3 Day Zero. I'm fine with that. But my Xbox, PlayStation, and Ubisoft are the three biggest names here this year, and you're not calling that day one?
No, I wouldn't. I'd call that day zero. That's the opening of E3.
I
Xbox
would call it day one though.
opens E3 every year.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it shouldn't be called day zero.
Well,
Day zero indicates it's the day before.
It's because they have to let Bethesda and EA always have a conference, or Bethesda last year, but EA has always had a conference. But they changed it because they don't want to go after any of these big companies anymore because they lose the impact. So that's why they put the 2 developer companies at the front. But they don't want to call that day 0 or day 1 because that's like saying it's part of it's part of E3 obviously, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's part of E3, but it's not the companies that are like making announcements. It's their developers. So they have to do like pre E3. These are what the developers are bringing in the next year or so. But this isn't what E3 is about.
No, I get what you're saying. I just think it's stupid.
But
honestly, like E3 is and it's whatever, It's whatever.
Yeah.
I like how everybody's like saying Skyrim 2. Like, no, they've been doing Elder Scrolls for a long time.
Skyrim 2, God of War 4, Skyrim 6.
Oh, God of War 4. We're not even talking about the PlayStation one, which I have many a prediction for. And God of War 4 is one of them. But it's not going to be called God of War 4. It's going to be called God of War, something Norse.
So
because it's going to be Norse gods instead.
What do you think is going to be the most said word?
For what? Because I know what the least said word is going to be, and that's PlayStation Vita.
What do you think is going to be the most said word for the Xbox E3 and for the PlayStation E3? What do you think is going to be the most said word?
That's a really good question.
Or most said phrase?
I think one is going to be emphasized a lot.
One?
Or slim. I think they're going to emphasize Xbox One Slim a lot, especially for the Microsoft conference.
I mean, you say that, but they're also announcing Scorpio as well.
Yes, but I feel like the Slim is going to come out way before Scorpio.
Oh no, it definitely is. That's like what they did with the 360 Slim.
Yes. So I think that they're going to emphasize, like, you know what? I actually don't know. Because I was thinking about this for PlayStation. Like, I really paid no thought to Microsoft. I don't know why. I just didn't.
I know why.
Because I'm a PlayStation fanboy.
Yeah.
But it
fanboy.
Also you're a fanboy for Microsoft. Shut up. It also works for it works for both. My thought process is that they're going to show all of their new games that they announce on either the PlayStation 4K or the Xbox Scorpio, and they might not tell us, which is a horrible thing for press. Because, like,
I don't think they're going to. I think they'll show it on probably the PS4K. But not on the Scorpio. I think they'll probably do it on the Slim.
So
I don't think they have a working prototype
for the
Scorpio yet. Or that could be why those images were released of the Slim.
To throw us off?
Yeah. And they're going to announce a working model of the Scorpio. And then they're going to say, guess what? Coming to you December 2016.
Because they want to beat PlayStation to get it out?
Not necessarily. They filed for the FCC 4 months ago. True. For the patents, which means they already had concept of design and they were ready to build it. They just had to build it at that point. So it's entirely possible that tomorrow they'll be like, guess what? Xbox One Slim on sale now. And it's all under your seats. Everybody here gets one.
No, they're not going to pull an Oprah, but I do.
No. But they have done. Well, I mean, obviously it's not under their seats, but they did that with the Xbox 360 Slim.
Where everybody walks out with one?
No, everybody in attendance got one, but it shipped to you. So you'd register. Your badge was registered to you. Like other people couldn't use it, and then you would like go to the like when you would walk out, they'd like scan your badge, and then like it has your like address attached to it and everything, and it would like scan into their delivery system, and then I think it was like 3 months later they got a free. Everybody who attended got a free Xbox 360 Slim. So it's like,
No, and that makes I can see that. You know, I'm always a huge fan of like with Bethesda. Last year, I thought they were just gonna be like, and Fallout 4 is out tomorrow. I'm a huge fan of doing something like that. But
it's not likely.
Oh, it's horribly unlikely.
I'm just saying, like, it's a possibility that they do that. Just because just from me looking at the fact that they did the.
Don't worry. Go on. Keep talking. Read that later. Doesn't matter.
I just think like I don't think that they would, file for that and everything. And I don't
if
think
it wasn't
that
ready.
Obviously if it wasn't ready, I don't think they would do it either. I mean, they're obviously going to reveal it because the privacy on that patent or the FCC filing ends tomorrow.
Okay.
Or ends like tonight at midnight. I think it's tomorrow. Probably. Like
So
after their
really
conference.
Smart of them then.
Huh?
That's really smart of Xbox then.
Yeah. And so I don't think that they would play games on the Scorpio if they weren't going to be putting it out in the next 6 months.
So
it's not feasible because then people would be seeing these games played on the Scorpio, but then they'd be like, okay, so we see these games, which means that these games were developed for this console, but we're going to have to play them on a technically last gen console because we've already seen the Scorpio.
Now I can 100% get behind you and seeing Microsoft play it on the normal Xbox One or Xbox One Slim, but I think PlayStation will do it on the PS4K because
I have no doubt that
the PlayStation VR.
Yeah, I have no doubt that they're gonna do it on the PS4K because all of that stuff is already out.
That's what's gonna be said the most.
That cat's already out of the bag. Everybody knows about PS4K. Nobody knows anything about the Scorpio. And that's gonna be. I think that's why probably Xbox is probably gonna take E3 away this year is because of that announcement with the Scorpio. Depending on how that goes.
Honestly, I can agree with you.
Just because of
Scorpio, right? It is their conference.
Yeah, just because of how well they've been at press management and making sure that nothing gets leaked about it, other than what they themselves have said, there's no doubt that they're going to take it away if they market it right. And if they do it correctly, I have no doubt that they'll get
Truthfully, I could totally see so like these are the price tables that I think are going to happen. I think that the PS4 Slim and the Xbox Slim are going to be 300, maybe 350. And I could see the PS4K is definitely going to be 400. There's no reason they should make it anymore, especially if they want to keep the trust of all the developers. And I can't see the Xbox One being 450 like it was when the Xbox One or the Xbox Scorpio is what I'm talking about. I can only see that the next gen kind of technically I can only see that being 400.
Yeah.
Especially because they don't want to repeat history. As we once saw with, World War One, and then again in World War Two, bringing it back to the history. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I can only see 400 and maybe 350. But I want to emphasize this, Justin. What do you think of a trade-in deal for current PS4s and current Xbox Ones to maybe GameStop and participating dealers, where they give you maybe 200 back? That number was arbitrary. I'm just saying any number back would be great, because I don't want to get only $20 for this piece of junk. Just kidding. I love my PlayStation 4. I just don't want to get $20 for my day one. I'm not even going to trade it in. I'm not going to get. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I wouldn't trade it in. I'm
not trading it in.
I would probably trade in one of my Xboxes. It wouldn't be my Elite Xbox. I'd probably trade in my other Xbox. Granted, that one has a crack in it, so I'm.
No, what I'm saying is like PS4s. You can trade that in and get some money to the PS4K or the Xbox.
Oh yeah, no, I'd be fine with that. but I probably me more so than you because I have two of one console that would go towards the one that I'm definitely going to get, which would be the Xbox Scorpio.
Also, I would never get rid of my day one edition of either, because I'm literally touching a piece of history.
I mean, no, I don't have that. I have the Uncharted version. I I definitely wouldn't turn in my day one 360.
No, I would never. No, that's not what what I'm saying is like for the people that.
But yeah,
Like,
no.
I have a friend that just recently bought a PS4.
Oh yeah, no.
And I told him about the PS4 game. He's like, I understand that's coming, but I just can't wait for that. And I'm like, okay, well, hopefully they do a trade-in deal. And I can actually see PlayStation sympathizing because they've never done this before with a trade-in deal.
I can see GameStop doing a trade-in deal. Usually,
GameStop, not Best Buy.
usually those deals do not go through manufacturer, but by the retailer. So PS4.
No, what I'm saying is like GameStop makes a deal with PlayStation, and they say like they get somebody from GameStop to come out and announce that we are working very close with PlayStation, and Shuhei Yoshida like grabs his hand and they're like, we are working together.
Oh no, that's never gonna happen. That would never happen. GameStop would definitely announce that they're doing trade-ins, but PlayStation would never do that. They would never bring out a representative from GameStop and say, we're partners, because they're not. Those trade-in deals, I guess this is what I was trying to say, is it's not a Sony-based thing when GameStop does it. It's GameStop's deal. They're biting the bullet with the money that they're crediting towards something.
No, but can't you see GameStop doing that right now, especially right now when they need good press because they're becoming a publisher?
Yes and no. I can see them wanting to do it.
But not having the funds.
But they don't have the funds. I mean, they probably would if they did that, because then, PlayStation ends up paying them a little bit of money to get the consoles back, because then they reuse some of the parts and all that kind of stuff. They get money, it offsets the cost of the 200 more than you would think, which is something that people don't know. Is, when you trade in a console and you get that $200, in all honesty, the company is making back more money than they're giving you, which has always been the case. When you trade in a game or something like that, you get, $30 of credit for a $60 game, and that company just turns it around and sells it for $60. So they're making a $30 profit, and then they're making a $60 profit when the next person buys it. So they end up making a net profit of $90 times however many copies that happens for. It's the same thing with a console. So I don't think Sony would do that, because they know that they wouldn't be seeing a big enough profit out of that. I think GameStop would definitely try to, but I don't think that there's any way that Sony would jump in on that. But it would be very interesting to see it happen.
I agree. I just want to hope, I want to hope that like my friends or that all the people that I know just recently bought a PS4 or an Xbox will get some money back or some incentive just to, buy a new one.
I'm sure Microsoft probably will do something, because I think they always have. But I don't know. It'll be interesting. I can say, after having just recently gotten the Xbox One, the Elite. Well,
You've had an Xbox forever.
I've had an Xbox, but not the Elite.
What do you mean the Elite?
Like the Elite, the newest version.
The Xbox One Elite? Oh, okay, yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Never mind. I'm sorry. This whole week I've been worked so hard that I kind of like gaming has become like a backseat to me, even though I still know all this stuff. But whatever.
But it's like I don't know. I know it's gonna be at least 6 months, until the next generation of consoles could even possibly come out. I don't need a Slim. The only difference is going to be the size, which doesn't matter because this thing fucking sits on my desk. It doesn't take up any room. I don't use that space for anything. And it's got 2 terabytes of disk space instead of 1. And I've got 1.5 terabyte external hard drive already hooked up with all of my games on it. So I can transfer that between my console and my other console in my main room. So it doesn't matter. I never use my local storage, except for right now because I don't have Call of Duty Advanced Warfare installed on my external. So it's like I wouldn't wait.
Honestly,
If you're
I was
working,
thinking,
you would make
what do you
enough
think?
money to, buy the new one.
Yeah, and that's totally why I'm happy I'm working because like I am going to put aside at least like $1,000 just to play with, but a lot of that is going to the new PS4.
Yeah.
And that doesn't feel good because I already have a PS4. Really, and for me, it's like, why am I like? I'm thinking like, why am I even getting it? My monitor can't even hit 4K.
I probably wouldn't. It's
I don't know.
it's
That's what I was thinking. I
it's
might.
gonna depend on the performance. Not
If
on
there's a performance difference, then I'm definitely getting
Yeah.
it. But if there's not, then I don't
If
need
it's
it.
if it's purely graphics or like a second faster of a load time, I wouldn't do it. But if it's like, Skyrim takes, fucking 30 seconds to load and this cuts it down to 10, that's a very obvious performance improvement, which means that you're going to get less lag when more models and more textures, generate, and when, they populate the same screen. It's going to have a lot less lag. You're not going to have to worry about, um, your system being slower than another person's or something like that. Like, that's something that would make me want to buy it. But if it's just like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, the only thing we're doing is upscaling and boosting it up to 4K, I wouldn't do it.
No, see if it's only a resolution thing, I'm not doing it. But if there's a load time that if there's a even 3 seconds of load time better, that indicates to me that it will perform better, and I need to get it.
Yeah.
Um, Other than that, there's really no reason for me.
So I don't know. It'll be
Especially because I
interesting.
don't want to waste another 400. I don't want to drop maybe even 450 if they just say like, hey,
I think the
we
hardest thing
need
for
more.
you is going to be the fact that you're getting a new computer too. Didn't think about that.
You no, I thought about that. I just wanted to put it away because like I don't want to like my thing that I recently realized is I don't want to spend money that I technically have right now, but I don't want to have to fill in that void and make and realize that I'm getting more money later. So you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to spend money I don't have because I don't want to like deplete my reserves.
Oh yeah, no, I can fully
So
understand
like
that.
that's what I'm dealing with right now, or else I would have my PC already and I'd be streaming from that right now. But so like I that's what the reason I haven't used that money yet. So oh my gosh, I have a lot of money. I'm gonna waste this if I have to buy a PS4 too. It's
I
up
don't
to like
think
2,000.
I think you've got quite a bit of time until
I mean that PlayStation, that next PlayStation is probably the next purchase I'm gonna make. Honestly, really hope they call the next PlayStation just PlayStation, but that's not gonna happen.
it's not
So
going to
whatever.
happen. They can't.
I know,
There's
I know, I know. Because the
it,
copyright is already. I know. I
well,
understand why it can't.
it'd be like the company's called the brand name for that portion of the company is called PlayStation, and then it's like, oh yeah, do you like have you heard about the PlayStation? And like the the company or the console?
Oh, you know what I'd like it to be called? I lied. PSX. I would love that. You know what else I would love? PS Crash for Crash Bandicoot.
Crash
Or
Bandicoot's
PS
a good game.
Bandicoot. Maybe PS Bazooki.
So I lied. There is a trophy for that Crash Bandicoot game.
Okay.
It's beating the game.
Yeah, for beating the level, right?
Well, yes, but at the very end of Uncharted, when you beat the high scores, you've beat Uncharted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you play it, isn't there a trophy at the very end that opens when you um beat it as the daughter?
No, you yeah, there's a separate one, I think.
I don't think so. I looked at the trophies and I think there's only one.
Oh, is it only one to like as long as you just beat it?
Well, I think that when you run that time, you're guaranteed to beat the high score.
I didn't.
Fucking idiot.
I wasn't trying. I was just trying to get through the game because I knew that was the epilogue. I was like, I just want to know who's playing this game, and I want to see her and or him.
You idiot.
I'm not good at Crash. It's a really hard game for me. Okay. I'm surprised I
But
even beat the first one.
so going back, we went on a really wide tangent. From what this all stemmed from was the question of what do you think is going to be said the most for both of them?
Oh, PlayStation VR.
PlayStation VR. I
Yeah,
think
for at least PS4's or
for
PlayStation.
PlayStation, I can agree with that. Probably that. Um, I think between the two of them, next gen or next generation is.
No,
I
I think
think
they'll say that
I
only
think
when
that's
they were trying to refer to it as not the next gen.
I disagree. I think they're going to refer to it as the next generation of gaming.
Okay, okay, I like this. I like this. Let's go. Let's go mano a mano. Let's tussle. Go
So
on.
next gen, um, possibly upgrade. Upgrade could be one.
I
Because
see, like I agree with you that these are going to be said. Of course, they're going to be said. But I think the opposite of you. I don't think that they will call the PS Neo or the Scorpio next gen.
okay, the Scorpio is definitely going to be called next gen. Because it is their next gen console. They can't call it current gen.
I think upgrade fits it more than next gen.
I think the Slim fits upgrade. I think the Scorpio they're going to introduce as the next generation of gaming, or the next evolution of gaming. They're because I can almost guarantee that obviously they have some marketing person or some PR person writing what they're gonna say.
Oh,
Obviously,
of course, it's scripted. Everything.
I can guarantee there words like upgrade or like something like that for a brand new
Trigger words.
console is, I mean, it's not gonna make any impact. But when you say coming in December of 2016, the next generation of gaming is here, versus, oh yeah, it's an upgrade. Ah, fuck me.
Okay, Clement. I really, truthfully don't think either of those will be said like you think they will.
I definitely think the next gen is going to be very big in Microsoft. I think that's going to be probably one of their key words that they say when they introduce the Scorpio. And then when they talk about processors and
Oh man, I hope they talk about like the freaking insides of the thing, and I'm just gonna sit there and be like, give me more information. Just tell me what the processor size is.
I mean, it's gonna be
How much
unfortunate.
RAM?
It's gonna be unfortunate for Nick because it's only gonna last 10 seconds for him, but the whole thing lasts an hour.
Lots of Nickgasms.
Yeah, that's like 600.
Well, good math.
That's wrong.
Horribly. Wait, no. One every 10.
10 seconds and 60.
There's six. So there's six.
Six.
Six every minute.
10
times 60.
That's wrong.
So that's like what? 360.
Yeah.
He'll have 360 10-second periods of just pure gasms.
And that's a quick recovery.
I mean, his speed.
His balls are gonna be hurting at the end of that.
Honestly, like they're gonna start this size and they're gonna end that size.
Wait, what?
They're gonna start like this big and they're gonna end up invisible.
Okay, I saw you go from like the small, like the little circle to the fist. I'm like, that's cancer, Leo. That's cancer.
Nick won't have cancer, will he, Leo?
That's fucking fast acting cancer too. That's super cancer.
That's some like.
Oh,
if anybody were to get it, Nick.
I shouldn't have forgotten this. But
What?
real quick, I do want to have a moment of silence for everybody that was affected in the shooting in Orlando. Our thoughts and prayers do go out to the families that were affected in the whole LGBTQ community. We do support you. And what happened was wrong and by no means should ever happen. So if you are a part of that community, never be afraid to talk about it in our chats, or to contact us through Twitch to talk about stuff. No, I'm not experienced in any of that, but you know, it doesn't hurt to have somebody to talk to that you feel safe for. So I just want to have a moment of silence for those affected, if you're okay with that, with Leo. Um, so yeah, that kind of pulling that away from E3, which kind of sucks, but that, you know, that is something that happened today.
Totally.
And it's, you know, it's a very sad thing. If, you know, anybody was affected by that and you guys don't have, you know, don't know who to talk to or something, you know, we're here. I'm here. Leo's here. Nick's never here. Ronnie's sometimes here.
Nick's never here.
Nick's never here. But you know, it's just.
Let me toss this idea into your head. Skyrim,
wait. Okay, my head's open.
Skyrim HD.
Slam dunk. Fuck you.
Do you think that's an obvious answer?
Probably. They're probably gonna announce remakes.
Only for Skyrim. You know what? I want to say Skyrim and Oblivion remastered.
Oblivion would be pretty cool.
I would see. That's what I'm saying. That's the selling point. Like, everybody has Skyrim for their PCs, their Xboxes, but what about Oblivion? You haven't revisited that world forever.
I have, but that's because there are a lot of speed runs of Oblivion.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen it a lot because of speed runs. Those speed runs absolutely blow my mind because they just fucking break the game, like more than it's already broken. Like, they go through fucking walls intentionally, and their horses go like fucking vertical, more than like 90 degrees. They're like 91 degrees, leaning backwards. It's crazy.
Slam dunk.
Like, what?
I would like so obviously Skyrim HD is my slam dunk, but I want to say my alley-oop that might not go in. Who knows? Is Oblivion included in the Skyrim HD?
Yeah, I'm curious about what they're gonna say for pricing on those if they do.
$40.
Probably.
That's a $40 game.
If they put it,
if Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I don't know. Skyrim probably not. Skyrim's probably gonna be 60 if it's on console.
Okay.
Kind of like what they did with Overwatch. It's 60 on console, but only 40 on PC.
40 on PC, yeah. Do you know why that is?
Because it's all AAA titles on console are $60. So AAA titles are what makes a AAA title a AAA title isn't the company that is producing or isn't the company that's producing it. It's the amount of money that went into making it and the amount of time it took to make, in correlation to that money. So with a game like Overwatch, it's a AAA title, and it's gone up throughout the years of the price for AAA titles, on console at least. Where it used to be like 50 and then 55 and now 60. Probably in the next 3 years we'll see it increase to 65, probably. But they do that because they have to offset the cost of making the game, and all the time they put into making it. And it's also people aren't going to say no to buying a game if it's from a AAA title. If it's a AAA title, they're not going to say no.
Honestly, I was thinking about that. If they announced let's say Skyrim or not Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be $40. I would think about that as in they don't have confidence in their game.
That's also because it has a culture of all these AAA titles like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Battlefront, Overwatch, kind of right now. I mean, definitely is a AAA title.
100%.
Let's see what else. Halo, all of those release at the AAA title price. So they have to think about it also from the look of non-hardcore gamers, of a casual gamer or a parent that's going in to, buy a game for their kid, where they see, all these $60 games, and then they see a $40 game, and in their mind as a consumer, they're going to think, oh, that game is $40 when all of these are 60. It must not be as good of a game as all of those other games.
Yeah.
Or it must be marked
that's what I'm
down
saying.
because they're not selling well or something like that. And that's kind of, unfortunately, that's kind of the price that we pay for having a consumer market in a capitalist country is,
Don't hate on capitalism.
I'm not hating on capitalism,
I know,
except for when it comes to my fucking gaming.
True.
But it's just like, that's what happens. People are swayed by the money and the dollar sign rather than the actually looking into the game, doing 5 minutes of research and seeing that it's an actually good game at $40, and they actually tried to save you money by not putting it at a AAA title price. So Skyrim, I think they're probably going to put it at 60 because they know people are going to buy it. They know.
Yeah, but what I'm in this world that I'm thinking of, where remakes are all $40 now.
It's not.
But Uncharted wasn't, because it had 3 games in one.
It's not the decision of the developer. It's the decision of the company that's producing it.
Bethesda
has no problem with pricing it at $60.
But Bethesda also has no problem at pricing it $40. Bethesda's not like they're not.
They have no
greedy
problem.
company.
They have no problem pricing a PC game at $40. But since Skyrim is such a huge game, I can guarantee that there's so much work going into making it HD that they're gonna have to put it at $60 to offset the cost. I mean, this is granted. This is all speculation. This is all just me blowing shit out my ass.
I mean,
From
you
what-
can do that all you want, but like it all has some fact behind it. It all has some opinion that might be more accurate than others. Because like I do agree with you that $60 in a consumer-based market, it is, you see it and you're like, oh, that's quality. Because what I'm realizing lately is that what you pay for is what you get. Quality is actually so much better if you pay
for the most
money.
part. I mean, unless you get a game like Overwatch where on the PC it's $40 and it's not on the console it's 60, and the
No, but
only
that's what you see
difference
reviewed.
the only difference between the console version, which is the Origins edition, and the PC version, you can get the $60 version on PC. They have that as an option, but you can get
isn't that what's it called?
the Origins edition. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only difference, skins. You get 5 extra skins, and then you get like Tracer in League, and then like a couple other like heroes in a different game, like Battle of the Storms or whatever. That's the only difference. The gameplay is no different. You don't get any extra weapons. You don't get any extra benefits. 5 skins if you get it on the console. 5 skins for $30.
Yo, so Bethesda's starting right now. They're starting early. They're giving out questions. Alrighty. Oh my god!
Hi, Nick.
A new challenger has entered the ring.
Maybe. Is he connecting? But yeah, so that's, we'll see. It'll be interesting.
It shows you're actually connecting for me.
You can hear me, right?
Totes. My goats.
Nick, are you there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Nick. Hey, Nick.
Yay.
Yay.
Hey.
Hi. I'm eating cornbread.
Nick, we can't even see you eating cornbread, so you could have said nothing and we would have totally understood.
You could have just said you were eating a dick and I would have believed you.
Honestly, I would have been like, is it more than 10 seconds? Is he better than you?
Yeah.
Do you think you're better than he is?
Say?
Just something weird.
But yeah, so we're about 8.5 minutes away from the start of the Bethesda E3 conference. And Leo unfortunately has to leave before that actually starts, or he needs to leave when it starts. He has to go back to work and do all that fun stuff.
Making money shit.
Make the money.
Yeah, I'm making money, making stress, and making kids' lives better. You know?
You're touching kids in ways they never thought was possible.
Honestly, like, first of all, I'm not.
You
Second
should definitely like avidly deny what I just said.
I am. I'm gonna avidly deny that because I am paid to take care of them on a daily basis. I am not paid to do what you said. Thanks, Justin.
But since you're about to head out, Leo, do you have any final remarks or closing comments about, what we talked about or what you think is going to happen?
I just want to hear what Nick thinks about the next conference that you're about to see. I'm pretty curious. Nick, Bethesda is about to go on. Who do you think, or what do you think is going to be announced?
Oh, he disappeared.
Makes me feel good that I'm leaving you with him.
If all else fails, I'll just get him into Discord.
Honestly, you could. Next, yeah.
And those of you in chat as well, if you have... Alright, Nick's in Discord.
Yeah, just go on Discord. I'll head out. Plus Ultra.
Have a good one, Leo. Bye, bud.
See you, man.
Nick, open Discord.
Nick, open Discord.
Nick, open Discord.
Nick, open Discord. You could like unmute him, I think.
No,
right?
I can't.
Oh my god, Nick. So problematic. I love it.
I'm gonna say...
He just invited me to a call. Oh my god, I love this so
I'm gonna
much.
say he was in Discord the other day in the AFK channel. I moved him over to the mod chat. I was just speaking to him while he's playing Overwatch.
Oh my god, you're so mean to him.
I don't think he heard me though.
Oh my gosh, he's still inviting me.
All right, Nick. Leo needs to leave.
Leo's gone. Bye, Leo.
I'm gonna do the @goose. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, he's back. He's in Skype now, Leo.
Yep, I'm good. I think I'm good. We'll see how this internet thing goes.
If it fucks out, then we'll just switch over to Discord and just have you.
I forgot about a sick
Yeah.
ass
talk there. Although that's being funny too.
Leo, I can't hear you.
Oh well, I'm out.
Yeah, have a good one, Leo. Bye. All right, Nick. So what we're about to watch is the Bethesda E3 conference.
Yay.
It technically goes over our normal time, because we usually end at 6:30, or 9:30. Wow. But if you are okay with it, I would like to, watch the whole thing. It's only an hour long, so it only goes a half hour over. If you're okay with that.
I don't have much more to do.
So did you hear anything about what happened at the EA?
I heard Battlefield 1 had an hour of live play.
Yes.
Which is a lot.
That was probably the best thing about their conference. And they didn't even have it. It wasn't even part of their conference.
It wasn't?
No, it was after.
Oh, wow. I heard the conference was bad.
Their conference was a complete piece of shit.
How so?
They didn't have any gameplay of Mass Effect. They announced they had some gameplay of Titanfall 2, which looks absolutely amazing. I'm super hyped about that.
Yeah, Titanfall 2 I heard about.
And then they
Are you just watching it on Twitch? Oh,
Yeah.
There's so many different live channels of it.
it's just go to the Twitch channel.
Okay. Oh, okay. Go to our Twitch channel.
No, you can. Yeah,
No, I'll just.
you'll have a delay on it, like an
Nah, I don't want the delay.
Uber delay. So just go.
Oh, here's Bethesda. It's starting soon.
Go to E3, and then it should just be like on Twitch. It should be like
Mhm.
literally the first one.
Yeah, it is. BE3. That's what I'm clicking on. Reminder: Fallout 4 sucks. I just like reading the comments.
Hold on. But yeah, so it was just like one of those things where it was like they announced all this stuff, but they didn't like actually show anything of them. If that makes any sense.
No, that makes sense. I hate anything that's like that.
So, whoops, nope, that's not what I want playing.
They just seem to be talking a lot. Like, there's less and less to show at each E3, it seems to be.
Yeah. We decided that Bethesda's probably gonna be like the opening act of E3.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually gonna make us a little bit smaller. I'm gonna full screen this.
Okay.
Just because I wanna have a whole screen of the E3 thing. And if there's, I'm just gonna say this to everybody else, the viewers. If you're listening to the audio portion of this podcast, highly recommend actually watching the YouTube version of this, because this is a very, at least this portion, the last hour, is going to be very like visual heavy, because we're watching the E3 conference. But if there's like a trailer or something, I'm going to put the display capture over our faces so you can see the whole trailer, so nobody worry about like missing something like that. So 40 seconds. Real quick, Leo and I decided that, you know, EA sucked because they, like, the biggest thing they announced was Battlefield 1.
Yep.
Which was actually a very good, gameplay was really good. I'm glad they did an hour of gameplay for that. And then, other than that, they did a whole big thing for, FIFA, or the sports and all that kind of stuff. Andromeda had no trailers or anything. It was just horrible. We talked about who we thought was going to be the biggest performance. We talked about Scorpio, Neo, PS4K, Nintendo, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now it should be getting live-ish. I'm going to bump the volume of that. I'm going to make you just a little bit louder so that you say something, people can hear you over the sound of okay, a little bit. All right, so it looks like it hasn't quite started yet, but what are you excited to see be announced at this E3?
Well, I'll split it up into hardware and then like actual content. So like hardware is like, I'm really more intrigued by what Xbox has to offer, because I like. Do you think they're gonna mention Scorpio at all? Like that more powerful console? Like even in mention, it's still exciting.
So funnily, Leo and I had a very good discussion about this, and I highly recommend that you. At least, because we dropped frames, or we dropped connection for a second because I switched my displays over. Watch the second part of the podcast on Twitch, the archive, just because I think you would enjoy what we talked about if you get the chance at some point. But I don't know if you know, but when they file for the FCC, there's a privacy act when you file, so that you have a certain amount of time until the general public can look at the filing of what you're filing for and what the basis of all that is and what it looks like and all that kind of stuff. That privacy ends either tonight at midnight or tomorrow, which is their big announcement. I can almost guarantee that they're going to announce the Scorpio is going to be ready to ship probably December.
Oh, okay.
I think.
And then what about the 1S? I guess that's what they're calling it. Have you read up on it? Like, I Googled it while I was at work, actually, really quickly, and apparently they're going to call it the 1S.
There was a leak of... So the 1S is the Slim. There was a leak of what it looks like, and it's literally just a little bit smaller. It still has a disk drive, all that kind of stuff. The only difference in that, there's no hardware changes, really, except for the fact that it has a 2 terabyte drive versus a 1 terabyte.
Can't the Slim push 4K too, or is that I'm misreading that? Maybe?
I think I haven't heard that. It could.
The one I read said it now pushes 4K, which would dictate changing the display port. Because the only thing it has is HDMI, correct? Because you have an Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I probably misread. That's probably for the Scorpio. They're probably going to have HDMI and something that pushes 4K, whatever it may be.
What pushes 4K now?
You have USB Type C. You do have what is the other one? Thunderbolt 2 actually used to push 4K. Was the earliest one that would push 4K displays.
Aren't there HDMIs that can push 4K?
HDMI is still stuck at like 1080p, and they don't seem to bother to upgrade it. There are display ports though.
There definitely are display ports, because my Asus has a 4K display port.
Yeah, they have DPs that they can keep upgrading the DPs pretty easily, but HDMI, I don't even know why that came about, but it's its own thing. But I'm excited about hardware for the most part. Like, I'm excited to hear about partnerships too when it comes to VR, and I'm excited to see like how competitive they get. Like, I think it's better be better than the last E3, because I want them to be really competitive. Because last time it felt like they were doing their own thing, both Sony and Xbox, like hardware-wise. They didn't really seem to try to compete with each other until everyone started to crap on both of them. I think they should start out going for each other's heads, and that would really excite everyone.
I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'm very excited because they've already announced that the Xbox Scorpio is going to be a lot more powerful than the PS4K.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling it the PS4K, but that's not what it's actually going to be called. That's just like, the con name of it right now.
Yeah.
So because we were talking about 4K, you won't be able to do 4K at 60 FPS until the HDMI 2. You can do it at 30 though.
Oh, really?
With HDMI 1.4 connections.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
That's what they use for 4K TVs.
Oh, that makes sense.
It has to be HDMI because like there are certain channels off like DirecTV or something that does 4K, and
yeah, you're right.
They don't do DisplayPort for that.
You're right. You're 100% right.
You can do 4K off a DisplayPort or a DVI, but the DVI is going to be worse than an HDMI. VGA is going to be the best, probably. No, actually, it's the worst.
Yeah, VGA is the worst.
Unless you're using a monitor.
Yeah, but I don't even think VGA hasn't been updated in a while. I don't think they could even support 4K at any frames per second. Because it's used in old projectors. That's not supported anymore.
I use VGA for one of my monitors.
You do? Yeah, I did too.
But that's also because there's a VGA port on my 970.
Oh, really?
980. Which one? I think I have a 980.
Who do you have? You have a 980. Have you seen the 1080? The 1080 and the 1070 don't have VGA anymore. They don't have it at all. And neither do some of the.
I can't remember what I have.
Okay. Well, it also depends on who manufactures them, because it's really up to it could be MSI.
Mine's NVIDIA.
NVIDIA. Oh, it's straight up NVIDIA. Yeah, that's surprising to me that they actually still have VGA on their founders cards.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting.
It will be super interesting. The content I'm excited about was really mostly and mainly Battlefield 1, because I just like history a lot. So when they have games that like delve into history or historical settings, I'm a big fan of that.
So did you ever play like Battlefield 1942?
No, I just read up on it. Oh, there you go.
This Battlefield, obviously it's not, World War II, because that's what Battlefield 1942 was based in, but just from watching the gameplay and like seeing the Cortana, shut the fuck up. Sorry,
You're fine.
Master Chief here, she's just talking in my ear nonstop.
Jeez.
But no, it's like, I don't know, it gives me the feel of when I used to play Battlefield 1942, and that's an old fucking game. I used to play it on my PC, 360p.
360p.
Like,
yes.
fucking the worst quality ever.
Damn, let me look. I'm gonna look at some gameplay of that on YouTube. I was playing Counter-Strike before I got my card. I was playing Counter-Strike at like what was barely. I don't even think it was 360p. That's the only way I could get it.
I'll say I also had a really, really shitty laptop.
Yeah.
So I also couldn't play it at I think it was probably up at like 480 or 720.
Yeah.
Now you could probably run it. I don't think they upscaled it at all.
Probably not.
If your system does upscaling, you could probably upscale it. If it wasn't at 720, you could probably upscale it to 720, but it would look horrible.
Yeah.
So I keep looking at my E3 screen because I have it up on a full display because I'm capturing that display. And I keep looking for like your camera and then mine next to it, and it's not there, and I keep getting thrown off. But it's because it's not OBS. But it's gonna be, I don't know, E3. I honestly think Xbox is gonna take it away this year. If Nintendo didn't have Nintendo Direct, presentation wise, they would take it away second after Xbox, just because they've always been phenomenal at presentations and at expos. Like, that is their bread and butter. They are so good. And Leo and I talked about this because he brought up the NX and everything. They are so good at presenting new stuff and like just drawing the audience in. They're so good at it. I'm going to say it's because they're a Japanese company. They're a lot of their games are based in, made in Japan. Japanese people are really good. And this might sound racist to those of you listening, but this is very, very true. Even if you look at like Hatsune Miku, who is a holographic singer, draws in like hundreds of thousands of people to a crowd in a stadium, and it's not even a real person, because she's a hologram made by Japanese people. They are so good at this kind of stuff. It's amazing to me. And if they were at E3, I think they would come in second place for attention, just purely to their presentation, second to Xbox, because Xbox is always phenomenal during E3. They had a couple years where it was a little rough, but they always, in what I've seen in articles I always read after E3, Xbox always makes the biggest impact. Whether it be games that are announced or something like that, they always make the biggest impact. And then usually right after that, it's always Nintendo with, compliments on their presentation, all that kind of stuff. Nobody ever really comments, it's never really been like, yeah, no, their hardware looks great or something like that, because right now their hardware isn't there. Who knows? With the NX, it could get there. But nobody ever mentions PlayStation's, presentation. They only mention what they announced.
True.
So I said to Leo, I'm really excited for Nintendo Direct, because we're definitely going to do a podcast for that, kind of like what we're doing here right now. I'm assuming it's not going to be on a Sunday, so we might either pre-record it or it might be after. I don't know. But I'm really excited to watch that, and I know you're definitely gonna watch that, and then just have a the fucking longest conversation about that with you, because like I don't know, I love Nintendo's presentations. They're so good at what they do with that kind of stuff that it's I'm kind of sad that it's Nintendo Treehouse, but even that I'm sure is going to be really great, especially since it's for The Legend of Zelda for the 30th year. It's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, no, I agree. I love their presentations a lot. I love just when Reggie gets up and announces
Oh my
something.
God.
I'm really excited every time he does that. Jeffrey, you dumb cat. Move out of the way, please, so I don't step on you. No, you're fine. He likes to sit right under the wheel of my desk chair, and if I move an inch, it goes right on his tail. And I don't like him getting hurt.
Dude, I'm the
No,
same
I
way.
would
My
say
cat likes to
Xbox
lay
does hold-
right behind me, and I always worry, like, if you ever see me on stream, I always like look behind me before I move because I want to make sure I don't roll over his tail.
Yeah.
But he's just like, he doesn't fucking understand that I could run over him.
Yeah, no, they never do. They never understand. I'd say Xbox would most likely still take the cake or have the most weight because, like, when people are excited about things Sony says, it's usually titles. They really, really like their titles. But when Xbox makes an announcement, it's really exciting because they also have another platform called freaking Windows. And, like, if you see what they're doing recently, have you seen what they're doing with Halo Wars 2?
No, I haven't.
Oh, they're like trying to make it like they have some cross-platform, but it's really not cross-platform. So Halo Wars 2 will be on Xbox One and it will be on PC, and I believe they will also be cross-platform online as well. And then if they're smart, if they're really just smart, they're gonna start having more AAA titles on the PC that are console exclusives and making certain PCs act as Xboxes. Because guess what? Then they can sell either or, right? Like the Xbox could be like an entry, like they have so many options at this point.
I mean,
it doesn't even matter.
I think the most recent thing from Xbox is that they are, what the fuck?
What's going on? I don't need to watch
So
this.
Twitch at E3 is not keeping up to date on what's going on, I guess.
Oh, really?
Apparently they're already live.
No, yeah, I saw that. It says starting at 6:15 Pacific, but I was like, that doesn't make sense. They still haven't gotten into anything at all. Wait a second. 6:15
I bet.
Pacific. Oh, that could be now. Oh, let's see. I'm hopping in.
I'm moving Twitch out of the way because
Significantly upgraded. Emily's are actually all new, so it's always there are going to be tons and tons of ways to play the game. But I do want to make a note of the location that we saw in the trailer. It has a very different feel than that sort of.
let me shoot you this link, Nick, in Discord, in the live stream channel.
Yes.
All right.
This is YouTube gaming.
You know, it's just fun. It rolls off the tongue.
Got it.
Anyway, it's based on Mediterranean, southern
Live stream.
What I noticed was the significant verticality of the
Yeah, the Twitch page is being weird for me on.
I don't think they're live yet. I think this is just the pre.
Did I mention
Yeah, I do too.
you know, Karnaka, though?
Ooh, Jason.
I didn't see it.
Bourne.
What did you see?
Rats.
Maybe
Dishonored 2 looks sick too.
significantly less
Damn.
rats in Dishonored 2, unless you use Corvo's Devouring Swarm, because
Ah,
they're gonna have some rats.
This pre stuff is so cringy. There's nothing they shouldn't even do this. Look at all the comments are cringe. Cringe. Cringe.
Okay, so the one that I sent you is actually the Rooster Teeth, their coverage at E3.
Okay.
Just because I have that bookmarked.
Came out, and I played it 3 times since then. And I would say, if you haven't had the chance to play it, I do highly recommend the Dishonored Definitive Edition, which is on current gen systems.
Well, I'm actually gonna
all the DLC
down.
included. Having said that, if you haven't played the original, trust me.
Okay, okay. Here we go. I'm gonna shoot you the link again.
Okay.
And this is the actual Bethesda Twitch.
Got it.
Start watching. Let me full screen this.
Ooh, 20
Oh
seconds.
shit, Quake? No way.
What?
It's a Quake trailer.
Oh. Oh, I need to get in. Stupid advertisement. Wow. Wait. Wow.
Oh my god. This looks absolutely beautiful.
Does.
Actually, let me...
Wait,
Open that up a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Studio Director of id Software, Tim Willis.
And I actually have to switch around my display captures. So I want to watch this while I'm watching this.
Fair enough.
Good evening, and welcome to the Bethesda E3 Showcase.
Bear with me for a second, guys.
Quake is back.
Those of you watching,
The game that defined
enjoy the
competitive multiplayer
animu for a
is
second.
back and better than ever. You know, it's hard to believe that 20 years ago, Quake was...
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Chris, that we're ahead of your TV.
Excuse the pun. The aftershocks can still be felt to this day. Quake set new standards for multiplayer and pushed the boundaries for graphics and gameplay. Quake also became a pioneer for esports, and 20 years later, Quake is still played in tournaments across the globe.
I'm straight
The
it
biggest
is.
of those tournaments is our very own annual gathering, QuakeCon, which will attract this August tens of thousands of people to Dallas. As a co-designer of the original game, I'm extremely proud and excited to be standing here today to announce the next chapter of this great game, Quake Champions.
Oh my god. That's like absolutely amazing.
What?
Quake Champions
The
is
title?
a competitive arena-style first-person shooter for the PC.
I mean,
Designed for players
you played Quake, right?
whether
No, I never got to play Quake actually.
or have been fragging for the last 20 years.
It's a very fun game.
Will give you the challenge
I've heard it's really easy to mod and that the community is really strong behind it.
multiplayer game.
Yeah, the community is fantastic. It's a very fun game. I think you'd like it.
Performance is critical.
Now I can play it.
You know, so be assured, as
It's
with
PC.
id Software
Yeah,
game,
I know.
that Quake
I know that
Champions
too.
is
It's just
fast,
like I could finally play
amazing
games on my
graphics,
PC, so
running
I'm
at
definitely trying this out.
120 hertz with unlocked frame rates. Yes,
Did he just say unlocked frame
you're
rates?
gonna get
Yeah.
heart-stopping action that will
He
keep
did.
you on
That's
the edge of
gonna
your
be
seat as you fight in classic arena
interesting.
combat. Quake Champions also taps into another hallmark of the franchise: unique and badass characters. The game features a diverse cast of warriors, each with different attributes and unique abilities, allowing you to fight the way that you want. And you know that id has a long tradition of supporting competitive tournaments, and that continues with Quake Champions. The game is designed for world-class esports play at every level, from the world's greatest Quake players to anyone willing to test their skills in the arena.
I'm
So
thinking.
as part of the launch plan for Quake Champions,
This is kind of like
Bethesda will
this is like them kissing. They want it to be an esport. Everyone's trying to make everything an esport now.
beyond Quake Guide.
Maybe it could be on its own. I think a good game makes an esport, not you make a game an esport. You
I
know?
hope you enjoy
Yeah.
this peek into our newest game.
I think probably
Join us at
that,
QuakeCon in August, and we'll have
you know, it's because it's what he said is it's a largely multiplayer game.
Mhm.
It's probably going to be,
Vice President
know,
of PR and Marketing.
people are going to get absolutely fucked.
Yeah. No, for real. No, it's a very multiplayer oriented game though, so I could see it being so. I just don't like it when they try to
Thank you, Tim.
tailor to that, tailor to that idea of
before
we
the
need to be an
show on
esport
Quake
game,
Champions,
Yeah,
'Cause it will be an esport on its own regards.
Yeah, I completely agree with
How would we not have our new Quake
QuakeCon.
game
Awesome.
at QuakeCon?
I do love, and I think they had this earlier
Right now, we're not at QuakeCon, we're
at the
E3,
EA,
the
but
big
they're
show
wearing
in
the
gaming,
Pride.
and this is the
Glad that they're
Bethesda E3 showcase.
Yeah, I am too. They're all doing it, and I'm really happy about that.
All right, here we go.
So welcome.
Here's the bread and butter of the
To
E3
everyone here with
showcase.
me and to the millions of you watching online around the world, thank you for joining us. We planned this showcase just
Fuck
like we
you.
make all of our games for you. Now, last year our showcase kicked off a big year for Bethesda, one of the biggest in our many
About
years
4.
of making games. So let me mention just a few highlights. The Elder Scrolls Online was released on console and became one of the best-selling games of 2015 and was named MMO of the Year.
Fallout Shelter, very big mobile game.
We launched Fallout Shelter, the very first mobile game from Bethesda Game Studios, and it became an instant hit and winner of multiple Mobile Game of the Year awards.
Not surprising.
It was really fun.
In November,
I didn't play it
Fallout
long,
was
but I
one
was
of the
like, I
biggest
can see
launches
it's
in the
addictive.
Yeah.
industry. So you've heard of it, good. And won numerous Game of the Year awards.
Wait, what
including
game?
DICE and again at the Halo Awards. And now Fallout 4 is bringing user mods to Xbox One and soon to PS4 in a way that's never been seen before. And just last month, the new Doom was released to rave reviews. Now, the original Doom almost single-handedly popularized first-person
Doom.
shooter games, and now you
I
have a
love
new
Doom.
game, faithful to its legacy with some of the best graphics and gameplay ever. And millions of fans have been enjoying the fast-paced action and creating and sharing mods using SnapMap. The response to all of these games has been amazing, and your enthusiasm and support for us has encouraged us to go even bigger. You just heard about our new Quake game. Let's see what else we have planned for
Leo
you.
called the Doom.
At last year's showcase,
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I told you about the Elder Scrolls Legends, a free-to-play collectible card
All right.
game. Now, as I said last year, I am a huge fan of these games. I play them a lot. So this is a game I'm particularly excited about. Legends provides a very deep strategy experience through both single and multiplayer modes, beginning with a campaign complete with a compelling story, interesting characters, and some great gameplay. The story is told from the perspective of a moth priest named Kellen. I'll let him tell you a little more as we take a look at the campaign's opening cinematic.
Pretty.
The Elder Scrolls show us what was and what yet will be. And they have revealed much to me.
Spare us your stories, old man, unless they can sharpen spears. Our war chief is dying. Our enemies are massing for another attack. We must prepare for battle.
We should go, Kellen. We have the scroll we came for. And this one smells blood in the wind.
Patience, Nog. I have words yet to speak here. Stories can do surprising things, Spear Maiden, whether they are true or not. And
What?
Spear Maiden. Oh no.
Did it cut out for you?
Oh. Yeah, it cut out for me. It's cut out for you?
Technical difficulties.
Oh no.
Rip. Rippy dip.
Rip
Oh
Bethesda.
no. Oh, there we go.
Oh, everyone's saying rip. It cut out. No! Oh no, now it's giving me an ad.
even further to the maiden.
Thanks, Twitch.
The story.
Sure, I'll give you my money.
Just take it
Shit.
all.
Right? This is such a long ad, too.
You didn't miss much. It's already
Okay,
over.
good. Oh, good. That wasn't really that cool of a trailer, then.
No, it wasn't the trailer. That's like the opening.
When Legends
Oh,
begins,
cinematic?
set on the
Yeah.
path to discover the
Okay.
world of the Elder Scrolls in a way you haven't seen before. The choices you make
From what I heard, like you're louder than them, but I already have my volume turned down on my computer because I don't want you being picked up by the mic because I don't have headphones in.
make decisions that
Oh,
change
So it's like I'm just picking up like a whisper of what he's saying.
and we offer a full single-player campaign as well as multiple ways to play against the AI or other players in both battle and arena modes. Now we began public beta testing in April, and so far the feedback
yeah, so
from
Chris,
people who have been playing has been terrific.
Cat,
To celebrate E3
watching
this
along
week, we'll be letting
talking.
more of you into the beta to
But
start
yeah,
playing.
it's a card game.
Now, if you haven't signed up yet, visit Bethesda.net,
Super exciting.
create an account and sign up, and be sure to keep an
I've
eye
never-
on your email. Also tonight, we're very pleased to announce that
Here's Hearthstone.
Yeah, I never
touched on
played
that.
will be coming to
Oh, neither have I.
Mac, Android tablets, and phones.
I never got
later
into
this
it.
year.
Neither did I. I heard people get... It's just like a fun game to play on the side. Like, well, you're playing other games as well.
As
That's
I
what
said,
I've heard about it.
I mean, I've heard of
Legends
people
as it
getting
brings
very,
together
very
an award-winning franchise that I love and a new genre. And whether you're a veteran strategy card fan
Hearthstone.
or have never played a game before, it's a game we think you'll
They
all
rank it.
really enjoy. And now, so long as we're on the topic of Legends, let's take a look at what the team at Bethesda Game Studio has been hard at work on.
Welcome here to Bethesda Game Studios. It's amazing to think it has only been a year since you first heard about Fallout 4.
Todd.
At this
Okay, so
very
this is gonna be the DLC.
thanks to you, it became not just the most popular game ever, but one of the industries. It has simply blown us away, and we're incredibly blessed to have fans like you. Seeing what you've created, not just in the main game with the add-ons and of course mods, it is just incredible.
Mods are gonna be.
And we're not done yet.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
excited to show you what's coming next for Fallout 4.
Contraptions. Oh, that's kind of cool.
That is awesome.
Oh, track hits. This game has too much. It's kind of funny.
That's actually really cool.
Oh, wow. Build a real vault?
Yeah. Build your own vault.
Huh.
Wow.
This is so much. And this is just going to be an update in DLC?
Yeah.
July. Yeah, that's
So
July.
they literally just put Fallout Shelter into Fallout 4.
Yeah, they did.
That is so awesome. Because, I mean, obviously Fallout Shelter is still working. To be able to play Fallout Shelter on your phone while you're traveling or something, and then go home and, like, try and make the same exact thing. That would be so cool.
That would be.
Nuka World.
Nuka World. Oh, that seems cool
Of course, we
too.
didn't just announce
August.
Fallout 4 last year. We also announced and released Fallout Shelter, which over 50 million of you have
Fallout
downloaded
Shelter
it.
down too.
We have a really
What if they make
cool
them
coming
connect?
up. Take a look.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be.
If you
I
could,
don't
like...
think they will. If you could, like,
Okay, you
your
can explore new
dwellers were the same
locations.
at least.
It'd be cool if, like, you could take your shelter, like, that you build in Fallout 4 and then, like, monitor it while you're, like,
True.
traveling.
Oh, PC.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
We hope you're as excited as we
How
are.
much is Fallout Shelter? Is it free to play?
Yeah,
We want to thank you again.
I wonder if it'll be free to play on PC.
Over the last year,
probably.
but your support of our
Because they have
Yes.
microtransactions in
really
it.
over the last
Yeah,
year.
they do.
There is something else though that you've been asking us about, and yes, we've been working on it.
Here it comes. Oh my. Gotta be fucking kidding me.
Whoa.
Oh my god, yes. Yes. Yes.
Everyone's like, what the fuck?
How does nobody know what this is?
Everyone's saying rip Skyrim.
New water effects. Like, how is that not like super exciting? Mods on console?
Oh, that's the best part in my opinion. Graphics are one thing, but when you throw mods in there on the console, holy shit.
I'm so happy about that.
That is
Wait,
a
when did
really
they say
cool
in
announcement.
stores?
Ladies and gentlemen, please
When did it say? It didn't say.
It had
Unless
like
I missed it.
I think it's October.
Okay.
Oh my god. That is so happy. I'm so
Hi everyone, I'm very excited to be here tonight on behalf of Arcane Studios, the makers of Dishonored.
I feel so bad for him. That was like an awkward like wait for applause, but it just didn't happen, so people like clapped and like did woo just to like make him feel better.
Every player's experience different. Where players can improvise and where choices have consequences.
You ever played Dishonored?
Nope. I honestly, I missed a whole generation of games. So, I did.
Scrub.
In 2012, we released Dishonored. We were thrilled that the game was so well received by the gamers.
I think I have it from like Xbox, like the free Xbox Gold.
One of the best feelings
Haven't played.
for us developers. After that launch, my friend and director Harvey Smith took the lead on Dishonored 2, so he went to France in Lyon and worked with the team
Lyon?
there. Meanwhile, I have been busy in
Lyon?
Austin working on something else with the team in Austin.
France? Oh.
And tonight, I have a surprise for you. I'm going to reveal what that surprise is in a minute. It's a new game built on the values that are so dear to Arcane. It's another first-person immersive game set in a dangerous universe. Only this time, we've added a psychological...
So it's not Dishonored 2.
Here is the world's first look at what we've been up to.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment.
Wow.
In his office. There is no
Those
duration set for
graphics.
this meeting.
Those graphics
There is a 3
look absolutely phenomenal. Coffee physics? Are there coffee physics? The world's gonna blow up. I'm gonna call the world's gonna blow up.
The most recent test results from this
Or like
Good morning,
apocalypse.
Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office. There is no... Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
Whoa.
Good morning.
What the heck?
What the fuck?
Looks like we have some tests to run through today.
Oh my god.
Did I just call apocalypse? What the fuck?
Good morning, Morgan. You're not going to like what I have to say next.
Wow.
Ray.
Is...
Holy sh.
Oh, Prey. That looks good.
That looks absolutely amazing.
Everyone is like, I want it. I want it. Half-Life 3. I want it.
You awaken aboard Talos 1, a very special
Bethesda.
I know.
space station. It is year 2032. You are the key subject of an experiment meant to alter humanity forever. But things have gone wrong, of course. The space station has been overrun by an alien threat, and you are now being hunted. As you dig into the dark secrets of Talos 1 and your own past, you must survive using
I called like
on board of the station. Your wits, weapons,
something
and
like that,
mind-bending
right?
abilities.
Apocalypse or like.
Prey will be
said
available
Apocalypse.
next year on Xbox
I mean,
One
that's pretty
and
close.
PC. We'll have more to show at the QuakeCon, so be sure to join
I
us
just
here.
like that we got a new franchise.
Yeah.
That's super
Hi everyone,
cool.
I'm Marty Stratton, executive producer of Doom at id Software. Last month, we had the privilege of releasing one of the most iconic
Okay, so this is gonna be Doom DLC.
We challenged ourselves to ensure Doom lived up to its incredible legacy.
Doom is the
We thank
game that
you,
needs it.
our fans, for making the Doom launch such a tremendous success. It's been amazing to watch and hear from the millions of players enjoying the many aspects of the game. From those of you gunning for the perfect run through the campaign, to others constantly testing their skills in multiplayer, you continue to inspire our team. Last year, we told you we wanted to put the power of creation in the hands of every player through Doom SnapMap, allowing for an endless stream of new gameplay. And in the coming months, we're excited to be supporting Doom SnapMap with free updates and even more ways to play.
Wow.
We'll be delivering new construction modules, including hell visual themes, as well as new props, objects, weapons, and items. While creators can look forward to new logic options and functionality, like the ability to create true single-player experiences with features like the popular weapon wheel found in the campaign. And again, throughout the year, every SnapMap feature and update is free for every player. For multiplayer, next month we'll release 2 new modes, including a uniquely Doom variant of One Flag CTF called Exodus, as well as an all-new multi-zone capture and hold mode called Sector. Later this summer, we'll turn up the heat with the release of 3 free-for-all modes, including Classic Deathmatch. These modes will be free to all players and playable on any existing or future maps. Also next month, fans can look forward to our first premium Doom DLC pack, Unto the Evil. The first DLC pack includes 3 new multiplayer maps, Offering, Cataclysm, and Ritual. A new playable demon called the Harvester, a new gun, equipment item, armor sets, taunts, and more.
It's time to Doom. Sorry, Yugi, your cards are useless here.
You've only scratched the surface of fun we packed into the game, and we can't wait to give you even
Props
more
to Chris
ways
for that.
to compete, create, play, and fight like hell. Thank you.
That's cool. I love all the editing options these games are getting from Bethesda and id.
Great stuff there.
They are really
Whoops.
giving the game to the community.
Yeah.
For making it such a
Some
hit.
sick shit.
Doom has received near universal acclaim from critics and players alike.
Of
for
course
its
they did.
fast
Doom was
combat,
probably one of the
top
biggest
demons,
PC
and
games
amazing graphics
of
every
what, the
bit
90s?
known for.
So,
Now,
like,
it is also known as a long
yeah, because no other game had that model of just shareware. Just free shareware. No other game had that.
call it demo. And in a nod to that tradition, we've decided to offer anyone that hasn't checked out Doom's amazing gameplay a chance to do it for free.
1993.
Starting tonight, you can download
Whoa,
and
hold
play
on.
the first level of Doom on Steam, PS4, or Xbox One for free.
Holy shit!
Wow. That's what I was like. I thought that we were just talking about free shareware. That's what they just did.
Yeah, seriously.
One of the highest rated shooters.
I mean, I plan on streaming after this.
Action, or you just want to experience state-of-the-art
Wow.
gaming,
I'm gonna
go download
pull that
Doom
shit up
and
right
fight
now.
like hell
Yeah, oh,
on us.
that's awkward.
You'll see what everyone else is talking about. Now, let's shift from Demons of Hell to Daedric Princes and Secret Assassin Cults. Please welcome from ZeniMax Online Studios, the Elder Scrolls Online game director, Matt Firer. Matt?
It's gonna be very awkward because my Steam window is gonna pull up over Twitch.
Thanks, everyone. Good evening. This week is
I
the
love that
one-year
one
anniversary of
fucking
the
lady
launch of
scream.
the Elder Scrolls Online on Xbox
Right.
One and PlayStation 4. Because we were launching the game this time last year, I was a little busy and I wasn't able to be here in person. But I made sure
I
I
don't
was
see
here
it
this year
yet.
to tell everyone
It's not on
what's
Steam
been
right now.
happening with the Elder Scrolls Online.
Did you say
The
tonight?
console launched last June.
I
with the
didn't. I
release of
just
3
checked.
critically
Well, maybe
acclaimed
tonight,
DLC
but
game packs
it's not on
during
it
the
now.
year. All of us at ZeniMax Online have been really, really busy. But before I go any further, I want to take a moment and thank all of our fans for your support, your enthusiasm, and your feedback.
It's seriously only $9.99.
Continue to work to improve the game.
No.
And based on the response,
It's $59.99 on Steam. New Doom.
Elder Scrolls Online was named Best MMOG of 2015, was one of the best-selling games of the year of any kind.
I'm so glad he just flubbed and was like, bleh. Fuck it.
Yeah, I like the blah.
Who have been exploring this enormous world of Tamriel. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the Elder Scrolls Online from launch onward.
I was looking at the wrong game. I was looking at Doom 3 instead of Doom.
Yeah.
Is this Elder Scrolls?
Yep.
Oh my god, that was the wrong time to take a drink.
At the mud crab part?
Oh my god, that was fucking amazing.
That was hilarious. And they stopped the music too. This is great presentation right there.
I'm so sorry to those of you listening to the audio portion still are, for what must have been your eardrums breaking from me coughing. If I had known I was gonna choke on orange juice, I 100% would have muted myself. See, this right here, Bethesda's doing their conference right.
Yeah.
As you can see, the Elder Scrolls Online community is having a lot of fun playing the game. And our player community is still growing. Tonight, I'm very happy to announce that on June 23rd, we'll be expanding internationally by launching Elder Scrolls Online in Japan. We look forward to welcoming these fellow adventurers to the exciting world of Tamriel. And for everyone who plays, we have a lot more great content on the way. For me, one of my favorite moments in any RPG ever was the Dark Brotherhood quest in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. It was packed full of assassination and intrigue, and like me, fans everywhere loved it. So I'm particularly excited for the launch of the Dark Brotherhood DLC game pack on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. This
Make it free. Some game.
DLC, you'll travel to another location from Oblivion, the Gold Coast of Cyrodiil. The Dark Brotherhood has a appropriately dark storyline full of intrigue and mystery, and brings all new repeatable quest gameplay to ESO. So, please enjoy the worldwide debut of the Dark Brotherhood DLC launch trailer.
Dark Brotherhood, alright. Dude, getting so professional.
Mother, send your child unto me. For the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. This is the Black Sacrament, Initiate. A contract that calls for
shit.
murder. Now go, assassin. Take your blade into the night. Be rewarded for your service. In our business of death. Welcome, Initiate, to the dark.
Good meaning to ask me. Does your camera just not work on Skype anymore?
It just sucks. Everything I have sucks.
We're actually in contention of going over to Google Hangout.
Oh, really? Then yeah, I think it would work there easily. It's really Skype that gives me such a pain in the ass.
I've never used Google Hangout.
Oh, it's nice. It's online too, so like you just switch through it like a tab. I don't know its support for like many features though, but it's light because of that. It doesn't have a whole bunch of bullshit. It doesn't have ads either, like Skype does.
See what happens when our console players get to experience the Dark Brotherhood this week. But that's not all. A core philosophy in the Elder Scrolls Online is to constantly make the game better. Since launch, we've regularly been adding innovative features such as the Justice System and the Champion System, and we're about to make another game changer. Tonight, we're announcing one Tamriel, marking another major evolution of gameplay in the Elder Scrolls Online. With one Tamriel, all characters will be automatically leveled to content in the world, allowing them to freely when they want.
Wow, McCaffrey.
Explore the vast world of Tamriel with no level restrictions. This means content barriers are gone and there are no restrictions on alliances or questing. From the moment you get out of the tutorial, the entire game world is open for you to explore freely. You can go wherever you want and play with whomever you want.
Wow.
This is the first time this has ever been done in a multi-platform RPG. We'll think you'll love it.
Wow. That is a huge step.
It makes you wonder why it hasn't been done before.
Because microtransactions.
I want to thank the awesome
True.
Elder Scrolls Online
They don't need it.
for your support.
Don't
We
want
never
it.
take it for granted. We work hard every day to
Double
make your
true.
Elder Scrolls Online experience the awesome adventure you want and deserve. Thanks, everyone.
I think that's what makes Bethesda so great of a company. Is they don't care about that.
Thank you, Matt. Well done.
Not as much as the rest of them.
We want you to get as much as possible out of this year's showcase. So, this year, after we're done here in the hangar, we're just going to keep the showcase going. Now, for those of you watching at home, our pre-show hosts, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb, will be back to take over the stream, and they'll bring you exclusive interviews and more information about all the games that we're talking about here tonight. Here in Los Angeles, we've built an interactive space over on the other side of the lot where you have a chance to learn more about our games, play some of them, and meet some of our developers. Over
I
there,
could have
there's
been
also
there.
Food, drink, and to make sure it's a real party, we have arranged a special performance by Blink 182, who will drop their new album. California, in a couple of weeks, and you get to hear them live tonight as they start their summer tour. Now we have another treat for you over there as well, a chance to experience the latest in virtual reality from Bethesda.
Fuck.
Ooh.
No. They have VR too now?
Wait.
Now, the first time anyone experienced modern VR was at E3 2012, and if you were there and lucky enough, you may remember getting to play Doom 3 BFG in our booth. Now, at the time, we had solved some of the toughest technology challenges posed by VR, and people were amazed. Since then, we've quietly continued our pioneering work in VR, and tonight, we want you to see and experience what you feel when you put on a headset and play the latest AAA games in the industry. And we have two games for you to experience. The first is the just released Doom. You can take a virtual tour of hell and get a totally unique look at the very latest in graphics and true next-gen
A virtual tour of hell.
In addition, we think the greatest promise of VR is its ability to immerse players completely into virtual worlds, and that the best games for that experience will be first-person open-world RPGs. So we have Fallout 4 for you to
Are
play
you
as well.
fucking kidding me?
Wow.
Wander the Wasteland, check out the iconic Red Rocket Tri-Combat. I'm telling you, with a Pip-Boy on your arm, a dog by your side, a gun in your hand, it's pretty incredible. Tonight, we're pleased to announce that Fallout 4 will be released in 2017 on the HTC Vive platform.
Fuck you!
And if you thought survival mode was an intense way to experience Fallout, you ain't seen nothing yet. We want to give you a glimpse into where we're headed with VR, where you can expect us to remain a leader, offering our games on the very best platforms you choose. So be sure to check it out. Now, for more on the second half of the showcase, let's check in with Adam and Morgan to see what's happening and get an update on what they have planned. Adam, Morgan, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Pete. Now,
I
we
hate
are
Adam
here
and
at
Morgan.
Blink 3 Plus, and this is sort of
Damn
an
it.
experience that you guys are going to get to see after the showcase. We have some Bethesda VR over here. Now,
I'm gonna-
Right now, there's no line, so that's kind of tempting, isn't it?
Oh, wait, hold on. There's still a chance.
I'm just kind of turning them down right now because whatever they're saying, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either.
Go stream. Fallout 4 in VR. I'm so putting it on.
For the moment, let's go back to Pete and
All right.
Thank you, Adam.
I feel like why can't like there's so much it's so exclusive now with like you can have it on Rift, you can have it on Vi, but not many VR entry games are gonna be on both or supported by both or whatever.
Yeah.
But you do it makes sense because the hardware is very different, and you have to like code your game with that in mind.
Yeah.
For now, it makes sense. There's no like universal.
Dishonored 2 is going to be a very special game, one that lives up to its celebrated legacy and then goes way beyond. To tell you more, please join me in welcoming.
Alright, so this is Dishonored 2. But we've already seen trailers of Dishonored 2.
A million times.
Because we keep, you know, getting ads loading and shit.
Wow. Thanks, Pete. Hi, everybody.
What are they going to tell us?
In Dishonored, you play a supernatural assassin in a steampunk city. The game blends combat, stealth, and mobility, giving you
Nothing.
many different pathways and approaches.
I'm sure he's just going to explain that game engine.
2012, you embrace the game
And then they're going to do a gameplay trailer, probably. As a mirror.
Combinations of powers that we didn't even imagine. We were thrilled by your passion for Dishonored, and we were humbled by the success of the game, which won more than 100 Game of the Year awards. At last year's
In other news, for those that care, the Penguins just won the Stanley Cup in the NHL.
We're going to show you the game.
What does that mean?
What up, Siri?
Huh.
So my sister just my sister just sent me the text saying the Penguins just won the Stanley Cup. Like my family's group chat, so it's like me, my sister, my dad, my mom, and friend. And I really just want to say back, like, Bethesda just announced Skyrim remastered, and then they're just gonna be like, "What?" I thought I was just gonna say, "Oh, I thought we were just saying things that are like obvious."
That'll be funny.
None of them know.
Our approach to world creation is very layered. Our art and design teams work together to create a strong sense of place with a well-realized culture. It's based on the people living there, the work they do, the architecture, economy, the climate, even the food and songs.
My sister's just like, "What?" I said, "That's my E3 update." Now back to you in the newsroom, Jessica.
We created a custom game engine designed to support our signature art direction and level design. We wanted Dishonored 2 to resemble a painting in motion, so we've given considerable thought to our lighting and the way it plays across every surface. We've created custom tools to support the interruptible, real-time narrative scenes necessary for a stealth simulation. And the same is true for our approach to audio, both in terms of atmospherics and stealth gameplay. All of these details make Karnaka more vivid thanks to
John,
which we
the hell are they talking about right now?
I have no idea.
God, you're right. They're just talking about the engine.
Right?
It's all the talk.
I
Oh
called
my
it.
god. There's so much silence in this. So. Everyone's like, show game, show game. Agreed.
No way! I'm gonna be able to play poker? No way! I'm so excited! Fuck you!
Plausible. Where do these characters live and how do they get to work? Is there a viable
You should clean out
pathway
your
that makes
attic.
sense? Where do they take
That's
their
not
breaks
okay.
to
You've
stop
got a
the war?
wasp.
But it goes further than that.
That's
Not good.
dangerous.
That needs to be addressed.
Yeah, like on
the
it.
history of a given street or shop. What was there a decade before the player arrived?
That's a
in
fucking
Karnaka?
turtle.
Often you can see the layers of history, watermarks on the wall from past floods, peeling posters and advertisements from years ago. We want every market, every alley to tell a story and offer you the chance to see something novel or intriguing.
Parkour.
Dishonored 2 starts and ends in Dunwall.
Oh my god, I'm
Most
gonna
of the action
die.
takes place here in Karnaka.
On a boat. No, I'm kidding.
All right, there you go. Your first look at Dishonored 2. Thank you.
That wasn't a fuck.
On behalf of all my teammates at Arcane and
Doesn't
Leon,
look
who
at
worked
shit.
so hard to bring this to you, and my dear friend Rafael Colantonio, thank you so much for all the passion you've given the game.
I want to play
In
Prey.
the first Dishonored game, you played Corvo Attano, falsely accused of killing the Empress, the woman he loved and was sworn to protect. And you were blamed for the abduction of their daughter, Emily Caldwin. After escaping on the night of his execution, Corvo is gifted with supernatural powers and dedicates himself to avenging the death of the Empress and restoring young Emily to the throne.
I'm literally just bombarding my family with news from E3. And none of them are going to understand a single word of it. My dad might, because I just said, the vehicle did look cool. Because my dad worked in the hardware, video game hardware / software for Costco for a while. I said in other news, Sony and Microsoft stock is going to go up tomorrow after their conference. Microsoft is announcing at least current console and probably their next gen as well. Sony is announcing that. I'm just waiting for my sister to be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We don't accept your kind here.
The empire watched over by her father, Corvo Attano.
Oh, this looks like game.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Fuck her. Let her die.
You look tired, Father.
Alright, what do you think
The anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
Microsoft is going to open at tomorrow? Or how you track stocks a little, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that you would do.
Yeah, I do.
What do you think they...
No, someone's trying to make
How many points do you think they're going to do tomorrow?
targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about
Do you know how many points they went down last time, or up and down? Like, I know, like, their stocks didn't do. They expected all their announcements to make them huge stocks, but
they
actually
also
did
didn't
not do that at
announce
all.
a new...
True.
They only announced the not the Rift.
When an otherworldly
They announced
seizes the throne, the
Halo 5.
is left hanging in the balance.
Um,
Dishonored 2 offers you the choice of playing as Empress
participation with
or the Royal Protector, Corvo Attano.
Google or Microsoft
This time, with their own
HoloLens,
perspectives and emotional responses to the events transpiring around
which is still in the DK1 phase.
Whether you choose to play
That's probably going to be a big announcement they make tomorrow. Is going to be probably about the Microsoft HoloLens as well.
Yeah, that's what will get them stock. That's what gets people from other fields investing in them.
That'll probably be they'll probably be announcing their DK2 kit tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or they haven't announced when it's on sale. They could be announcing that'll be in sale.
Dishonored is
They
known
could.
for unscripted
That would be exciting. HoloLens is really sick.
Yeah, there's so because it's not.
There are many pathways.
It's augmented.
It's VR and IR.
It's
AR.
it's
Yeah,
augmented. It's called
realism.
augmented reality or augmented VR.
In crafting missions for Dishonored 2,
because it's augmenting.
put a much greater emphasis on big, interesting themes
Versus
either from a gameplay
full
or
immersion,
fictional standpoint, making each mission
virtual
a
reality.
unique place to
Can it do
explore.
both though?
I'll explain a little bit more about that.
Oh,
Today
well
we're
then.
gonna show you
Which
the
is fine
Justice
for me.
League, an
I don't care.
industrial
Really?
ruin ravaged by terrible
But that means
storms
like
that
if
hit
you're gonna be
the
playing a game, you're actually always playing the game in your actual house.
In the Dust District
Like
of
some games are okay with that. They have
So-
a really good idea with how to work Minecraft into it. You just play it on your table. That's really cool. But
What I'm okay with it is
or the Howlers or neither.
I could
There are many ways to complete the mission.
TV screen on my fucking wall where I don't have a TV. But
that's true.
It'll put a display there. So to me, it's a way for somebody to buy the console,
Everything you see here is rendered
hook it up to a shitty little thing,
designed to
if that like if they require it to be hooked up to something
Mhm.
before it can display to the HoloLens.
headset.
But I think a very big thing for them could be, and a very big selling point is don't need.
True.
Your TV is wherever you get the TV. And the size of the TV is whatever size you set it at.
Vice Overseer Burn, we've got to get past a Grand Guard checkpoint sealed
And then
off
if
by
they were able to do it like they do with the Xbox One now, where you can watch TV on it, why would you need a television? All you'd have to pay for is the service for you know TV, and you could want if you can only afford a 35-inch TV, but you have the HoloLens and you can watch the TV on your wall at 100 inches. Which one would you choose?
I would choose the HoloLens if depending on the price, because like actually I don't use a TV for much, but I mean I guess multiple people can enjoy TV. Think about it that way.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. I mean that's definitely the case.
Yeah.
Like I have a TV, I paid for it. If this thing is like $800, there's no way in hell I'm getting it until they mark it down. I just I can't afford that. I'm assuming you can't either, and Leo can't. Ronny can't. None of us could.
Yeah, none of us can.
Unless I feel like taking out a loan or putting on a credit card and having debt.
Right.
But
no, I don't want to be in debt for that.
I don't know. It's like the Rift is $500. The Vive is $800. That's just insane to me. I'm thinking that Microsoft is probably gonna, if anything, they would price it out according to what they price in Xbox.
Yeah.
Scorpio. I would not be surprised if they bundled it with.
I would.
Well,
they already learned their lesson when they bundle things that people don't want. Console junkies want consoles. They don't want the camera. They don't want the VR headset. They just want their consoles.
There's a difference between console junkies not wanting like to connect, and the console junkies getting the best possible gameplay because they don't have to worry about their TV not being up to par.
True. Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, I'm just gonna put our cameras back on, or my camera, because I don't. This is all Dishonored gameplay.
Yeah, it is.
He's just talking about the game mechanics right now.
All right, let's jump
right in the butt. It's high noon.
High noon.
Fighting the Howler game for the hearts and minds of the people of Karnaca. What happens here will influence Karnaka's future.
I don't like. They started off so strong with.
Yeah.
Even the VR is. Shut up. They started off.
It thinks it's a series.
I don't know. They started off so strong with Fallout and the remake and even Bethesda VR sounds. If it looks okay, but now what?
I know. I don't know. This kind of seems like they're trying to make this their main focus of E3.
Yeah, like this is it makes it seem like this is their big thing.
But it wasn't, in my opinion.
Apparently, Dishonored was a pretty good game, from what I've heard. But
yeah,
not big enough that it deserved a
giving you the ability to customize more deeply.
Full out E3 conference. I mean, this has been going on for.
This has gone longer than the rest of it, and they didn't even show us like what VR would look like on Fallout 4. That's what I was excited about.
Well, VR is hard to.
Lethal or non-lethal.
Oh, I don't need like a panoramic view of the whole thing. What I want is like to show me like will you use the controller to move the gun? Like how do you interact with your environment?
Oh well, it's on the Vive.
Yeah, it's on the Vive. So those have two little like grip controllers.
Yeah, so it's got to be through grip controllers, not like the Oculus.
The actual game controller. I
Well,
know.
Oculus. Oculus has sticks too, I think.
They have.
It's got
sticks,
but it's not like the Vives.
Yeah.
We're going to plant a stun mine and then link several of the overseers with Emily's domino power, so that whatever happens to one of them will happen to all of them. They share the same fate.
Domino power? Oh my god. I'm confused.
She's controlling fate now?
Yes.
Switching off the projector will
Yep, she's messing with people's minds.
And when the mine affects one overseer, it will affect all of them.
And now she's like, I don't understand this.
Wait, hold on. I think when the mine blows up, their head blows up.
No, it's going to stun this guy that's walking towards it, and then the other two are going to share the same fate he does.
That's
There are
stupid.
many creative ways to use Domino. Now we're going to show you Shadow Walk, another key power for Emily. Shadow Walk is useful for
Oh, well, that's
stealth
just
and
unfair.
combat. You saw it in the announced trailer that we made for the game, and you can fully use it in the game. Like all the powers, it can be upgraded in a variety.
How did she get supernatural powers too? I don't even know.
Again, it's probably in Dishonored how all that shit works. I've never played
Yeah.
it.
Oh, you've never played it either. Good, we're on the same page.
No, I've never played Dishonored.
Environment from a mission called A Crack in the Slab. It's another example of the missions in Dishonored 2 and how they're built around big, interesting themes.
I don't know why they're making.
This mission takes place in a ruined
They-
manor that's been sealed for several years. At the start, the outsider appears and explains
This is
that
like
reality was warped inside
Activision's Call of Duty, but like if it was not Call of Duty. If it was Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and they at the end of their event they're like, we're gonna talk about Tony Hawk Pro Skater for 30 minutes.
Oh my god. That's Call of Duty, but it's actually Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
This is what it feels like. I want to see this Doom Snap Map update.
I wish they would have stuck to that more.
Yeah.
This is good content though. Generating good.
Yeah, I agree.
Just us laughing at them.
The manor was still inhabited and guarded.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice tree.
You can travel through time?
What?
Looking through
Oh,
the
she's gonna
lenses of
travel
the
through time.
outsider's timepiece, you can see the alternate timeline. This is useful for solving puzzles, as you've seen, but it can also be used to avoid or take down enemies.
Okay, that's
You can
cool.
watch enemies in the alternate
That is
timeline
really cool.
and then step through to execute your plans.
Yeah, but is that...
That is just cool. Okay, I would love that in a game, and I'm glad it's there now.
So I'm looking at that.
Fuck.
But I'm not seeing any gauge go down.
A what?
Like a gauge, like a time gauge?
Oh, true.
We hope you're going to love the game as much as we do. Thank you.
Chronosphere. Well, okay, that last part was really cool.
Shout out to my team in France that worked
But
so hard.
that time thing is cool, but
About the game and the first game, they're
I feel like they
Doesn't
spent too much.
justify.
you guys to get your hands on it. And you
I
don't
feel like
have
they
to
spent
wait
too much
long.
time on that.
All of you
Yeah,
can
they
leave your
did.
mark on the Empire of the Isles, because Dishonored 2 will release on PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and PC November 11th, 2016. But
11.
before I go, I've got one more thing
Pretty
for you.
far, actually.
This is the worldwide launch of the Dishonored 2 gameplay trailer. You're seeing it here first. Good night.
Alright, so now we're gonna see the gameplay trailer? Didn't we just see fucking gameplay?
I know, why would... That's just not how you do... No, this is the ad I had to watch a million times. No, it's not. This is different. Thank God. You know how many times I've seen that ad?
Yeah, no, this is
Okay,
like...
we've seen this exact cinematic.
This is the official gameplay trailer that is just being released right now, apparently.
Oh. Okay, we've seen that cinematic.
Yeah. Oh, nice shark whale thing.
I think they think we care about things we don't really care about.
Wait,
like,
what?
This is, like, why do they think we care about the trailer if we've already seen almost all of this?
Was that a spider on his back, or what the fuck? I just don't know.
Tell you.
I don't know what this game is about.
I don't know either.
All I get is that you travel through time and you stab a shit ton of people.
I get that stabbing is a very common
That might
mechanic
make
in
me
this
sound
game.
ignorant or something. But I also have never played Dishonored, so I don't know what the fuck this game is about.
Maybe it's really crazy. Maybe it has lots of content. That's why we can't wrap our brains around it.
Saw that happen.
Saw that happen, yep.
Saw that happen. Domino effect.
That is a little overpowered. The power practically is I can connect 4 people next to each other. Whatever I do to one happens to the other.
Yeah, so if I kill one, the other one dies.
That's not really creating any restrictions. That creates too much openness, actually. Games are fun when they have rules and they have things you have to work around. You can kill everyone around you, and I'm sure there's probably some really strong enemies.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they made some workaround.
Probably.
Welcome to the podcast, Dave Chicken.
Hello, Dave.
Long time viewer, I say. Constant viewer.
Very excited about Dishonored 2. Could I please
have
another round of applause for the very shy and took off
I like the name.
And everyone at Arcane Studios.
Harvey Smith.
Fantastic. They've been
Barry Allen.
Now, one of the things that Dishonored fans have been asking about a lot is whether or not we're going to do a collection.
I don't think I'm gonna upload this one to iTunes.
Yes.
Probably gonna be YouTube. Probably gonna be YouTube only.
Yeah, I would keep it visual. There's too much silence.
Yeah,
too much reaction.
There's too much going on.
Mask as well as Emily's ring.
Yeah.
And it'll be available through retailers around the globe. But supplies are
I actually almost called this a 2-player episode because it was originally me and Leo, and now it's me and you, and it's all about like all this techie stuff. But since 2-player is Leo's show, I just didn't want to do that.
Fair enough.
You know, Dave, we're watching the Bethesda E3 conference.
Critically acclaimed game plus all of the add-on content remastered.
I don't know how long you feel like being on, Nick, but once this conference is over, I'm going to switch over to my Twitch stream.
Okay.
And probably just do like I don't know what it'd be, like a debrief of this conference and then of the EA conference. So I don't know if you want to stay in Skype or if you just want to like go into Discord and just talk if you want to about like all that kind of stuff.
Well, I didn't get to see anything from EA, sadly, so I might go watch that.
I mean, if you want to, and I can tell you kind of what happened there because I don't want you to be very disappointed. If anything, you would want to like look up like highlights of.
So from
Champions
to Dishonored 2, from the Elder Scrolls Legends to
Fair enough. Or I'll just have you.
Yeah, or I can tell you.
Summarize it.
Fallout 4 and Fallout Shelter, and the latest in virtual reality game.
Yeah, Dave, I will talk about that once.
Now, this has already been
Once this conference is over and once I get back onto my own.
Give you guys something special to remember it by. So for all of you here in Los Angeles, when you leave tonight, you'll get a special T-shirt. Commemorating this event and all of the games that we've shown. And for those of you watching the stream at home, Adam and Morgan have T-shirts to give away, so keep watching for a chance to get yours. And that is everything we have to show you from this stage. So if you're here with me in the hangar, you can head over to the other side of the lot. If you're watching online, don't go anywhere. Adam and Morgan are about to take over the second half of the stream. For the rest of our showcase, from all of us at Bethesda, thank you all so much for
How long was that?
and joining us.
That was what, an hour?
Great night. Adam and Morgan, take it away.
A little over, I think.
2 hours and 14 minutes. That's not their full uptime. That includes.
All right, thank you so much, Pete.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
So that's kind of as the conference. You know, Nick and I kind of gave our opinion about it, but let's just do a quick little 5-minute thing. We're very obviously way over time because I think our stream crashed at like an hour and we're at 2 hours and 50. So really, we've been doing this podcast for almost 3 hours and 15 minutes, which is a long ass time. But
yeah.
I really just want to get a quick debrief before we do a full debrief. My own Twitch channel, of what we take away from this. So Nick, what are your thoughts, or what are your opinions? What are you gonna take away from this E3 conference, Bethesda?
Oh, I love the Doom. Like, Snap Map, I've heard there's a lot of shit being thrown at it right now, but it looks like they're really trying hard to fix that. Looks like they're trying hard to fix multiplayer modes, because that was something people were saying. It was a little stale. So, I mean, Doom's a game I've played, so I know, like, more about it than the rest of those games. I played Fallout 3, never Fallout 4. But Fallout 4 VR sounds super, super sick. Doom supporting VR also sounds amazing, considering that was their first game they wanted ever to have VR was Doom, and that they're going through with both of those. That almost makes you want to buy Fallout 4, is to know, like, wow, I could, like, experience an open world first person experience through the eyes and ears of that world, of that universe. That was really excited. And then Prey actually might be my biggest takeaway, because that looks like a really interesting new game, and I guess I'm just tired of continuing franchises to some degree unless they really do a good job of expanding their story. And some games don't need to do that at all. Like Doom did a great job of having a very simple protagonist who just beats up on things and does his job in his story. But I feel like I need new stuff, like new content, like real actual new characters and new gameplay, and that Prey looks like it might actually offer that. And it looks interesting because it looks like a psychological game, and that's something I'm also interested in. Anything historical like Battlefield 1, and psychological thrillers like Alien Isolation in that game, definitely. They get in your head, right? They both get in your head. So those three are the big things.
Alien Isolation.
Oh yeah, they were great at atmosphere. Their atmosphere creation was amazing.
All right.
What about you, Justin?
I'm very excited. I have played both Doom and Fallout 4. Fallout 4, some of the enemies that you fight in that game, if you were to see them in VR, I guarantee would scare the absolute shit out of you. Because I don't know, have you used any VR at all?
Yeah, no, I tried HTC Vive at the Microsoft store in Scottsdale.
Very realistic.
It is.
Like, if you're at a ledge, like there's Astrophy, whatever it's called. He has a cat, and you're just fucking everything up. I have a friend that, and they, he teleported on top of like just a shelf, and it was like, one like two above the floor, but it was like the scale that of a cat, so it looked a lot higher. Like, he almost shit his pants. Because it was he was right on the edge, and he looked down, and like 1 foot would have been off and the other would have been on, and he like fell over towards the side that his like oh shit. Like,
that's hilarious.
If you see like a rad roach, which are like giant fucking cockroach to scale, I guarantee you that people will crap themselves. And
sure.
I'm very, very, very excited about the remastered Sky and the mods.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
The
mods.
I think that is probably the biggest thing. That and all the customization, the building things that they're adding to Fallout and to Doom. Those are definitely the biggest things. Yes, they might not have been in the spotlight. Apparently, Dishonored 2 was the spotlight of their whole stream, or sorry, not stream, but of their conference. Was their spotlight game. But definitely those 3 games, and what they did with Elder Scrolls Online are definitely the biggest things take away from.
True.
So that's a 3 almost 3.5 hour podcast here. Unfortunately, this will not be up on iTunes because this is a very visual heavy podcast. We were talking a lot about trailers or things that we're seeing in the E3 presentations. This will be uploaded to YouTube. Unfortunately, our stream got segmented because I stupidly switched displays. So both parts will be up, and it'll probably be a part 1 and part 2. But they will be uploaded as soon as I stop streaming. And if you would feel like it, currently watching, just move over to my normal Twitch channel, which is Jaws13. And Nick and I will be live right there. I'll be doing some gameplay of various games, and we'll be kind of doing a full debrief of just this E3 day. And I'll kind of be telling him about what happened during the EA conference and kind of just talking about what we think we're going to see and all that kind of stuff. So I want to thank everybody that watched, and to all of you that are watching this on YouTube or just not listening to this on iTunes, but everybody that watched live, sure to a full E3 debrief. I can guarantee that because although we're going to be talking with each other, offline stuff, we really don't come together like this, like what Nick and I are doing or what Leo and I did earlier, until the No PR podcast or until a 2-player or something like that, where we really have time like set aside to just talk to each other. So again, thank you everybody. Nick, thanks for showing up.
No problem.
Thanks for rushing home.
Yeah, of course.
I honestly think this was a great episode. I think this was a good episode to have between. We might do something like this at the Nintendo Direct, where we do something where it's more of a 2-player kind of podcast instead of a no PR podcast, but it's still just because it's kind of hard to do podcasts with 4 people talking, have a stream that's trying to compete at where you're trying all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so that's the end of the podcast. Thank you everybody for up.
Yes, I do.
All right. Have a great night, guys. Thank you for showing up.